All right, I am here filming my weekly What Sold video. I put out these videos every Friday. If you haven't been to my channel before, I do 3 videos a week. I am a full-time reseller. I sell mostly on Poshmark and eBay. I do also some Mercari sales in randomly Depop and Facebook Marketplace. I live in Iowa. I thrift mostly in Omaha, Nebraska. And that is a little bit about me. Sales were okay this week. Last weekend was actually the best weekend that I've had in a little while, so that was good. I'm hoping this weekend is the same. But I've heard from a lot of people that sales have still been pretty slow, so it's not uncommon. I think we just need to stay consistent, keep listing, make sure you're using good keywords. I think some of my keywords really helped make some of my sales this week. Make sure you're not pricing too high. I feel like a ton of people just price too high, and that's why their things don't sell. That's a huge thing. Take good pictures. Send out good offers. Hopefully we will get the sales going. So if you are new here and you haven't subscribed, please consider doing that down below. You can push that little button and the bell. That'll give you notifications every time I put out a new video. Give this one a thumbs up. We're gonna get into my weekly sales. So the first thing on Marketplace, I think I had maybe one sale. Okay, yeah. I sold this Torrid shirt. This was in a size 5X. It had a printed, not a printed, it was like words fueled by sarcasm and coffee, I think is what it says. I am trying to pick up a lot of plus size things in 4X or larger because they seem to be moving quicker. This one sold within a few days for my full asking price of $25 on Marketplace, so that was great. Just one sale there. And I think the same with Depop. Let me check. Actually, I sold 2 on Depop. One was a vintage Disney shirt. It was like a Henley style, which is when it just has kind of like a V and buttons down a little bit. It was navy blue, Winnie the Pooh themed, and it was also in a size 2X. So I do notice that vintage Disney in the larger sizes does better. And this sold for $20. And then the other thing I sold on Depop was a men's Lululemon sweatshirt. I picked this up thinking it was women's, but I looked up the little number around the dot and figured out what was men's. I sold that for an offer of $30. So that was good just to mix in, I guess, with my other sales. It's better than nothing. Let's go on to Mercari. Okay, on Mercari I sold this Catherine's shirt bundle. Someone actually messaged me and they were interested in 3 different shirts that I was selling. They were all in a size 5X, I believe. I found all of those all together at a thrift store recently, so I snatched up every one. And I did offer her all 3 for $50. I think I had them listed for $70 for the total, but since she was bundling 3 items, I was like, yes, I will do $50. So those sold pretty quick. I also sold this vintage Storybook Knits sweater. I've sold this brand before and it usually does pretty well. It's pretty easy to spot because usually there's lots of embroidery or loud patterns, prints. This one was a pastel kind of color with flowers on it. That sold for $34. And then I sold these Lululemon size 10 teal and black printed Wonder Under crop leggings. Those sold for $28, so the crops don't do as good for me, but if they're in good condition and newer, I still pick them up sometimes because typically I can sell them pretty quickly like that. Next was another bundle on Mercari, so you can't really make bundles like you can on Poshmark, but the buyers will message me and just tell me what they're interested in, and then I'll just make a different listing, or I'll add, for this Eileen Fisher was a pair of pants and a cardigan, so I just added a picture of the pants to the cardigan listing. And then I just changed the title and the price. So it was a size large silk blend cardigan and then a size petite large navy blue pants. And they sold together for $70. Next was a Diane von Furstenberg shirt. This was in a size 0. It was silk, but it had a couple of spots that I couldn't get out. So I priced it kind of low and it sold fairly quickly for $15. Next was an Amy Kestenberg wallet. So this sold super quick. I've sold one backpack of this pretty well for I think $80 to $100. So be on the lookout for that. It's spelled A-I-M-E-E. This was a rainbow shimmery type wallet and it sold for $43. And then I sold this fossil purse. I got it at a garage sale for $1. It was just a teal small crossbody and that sold for $17. Oh, it's Frizzabelle. Okay, let's move on to Poshmark. I sold these Birkenstock sandals, if you remember and watched one of my most recent hauls. I think it might have been my Tuesday video. I just showed these and they sold very fast for an offer of $51. So I think I was pretty much right in the money. I looked up comps that were selling right around 50. So that's great. They sold really quickly. Next were a pair of Ariat men's jeans. Ariat jeans always do good for me. It's like a cowboy western type of brand. These were in a size 38 and they were a bootcut style. They sold for $34. Next was the brand Pleaser. This is like stripper shoes. They did kind of take a while to sell, but I mean, how many strippers are there? Not very common, I guess. Maybe that people are looking for these kind of shoes. Anyway, they sold for $34. I learned these from Alicia from Murrayed Life. She sold them before for more money. Mine didn't sell as high, but maybe it was this style. It was like a cork wedge. Anyway, I guess if you see them, you can pick them up if you don't feel too creeped out. Mine seemed like they were new. And so that was a pretty decent sale. Okay, next was a Patagonia jacket in a size medium. It was a better sweater, sold for $25 pretty quickly. I don't feel like these sell for near as high as they used to, so comps on these were like $25 to $35, maybe $40, just the basic gray one. I think if you can get certain patterned ones or prints, they can do better. Next was a Talbot sweatshirt. This sold very quickly. It wasn't a size 3X, and it was a pink and white gingham style, and that sold for $21. I sold this Areta Silent Journey flannel. So I've sold this before in a kimono for a really good price. It was new with tags. This was a flannel in a size large and it sold for $30. I sold this Barbiecore sweater very quickly. I also had this in a recent haul. It was a wool turtleneck cable knit sweater. Comps on this weren't as high as I thought they would be. I think they were more like 30 to 40. And I sold mine for $28 because it was a super quick sale. Next was a Torrid dress in a size 3X. This was new with tags, tiered, maxi length, and that sold for $30. I sold this Icebreaker size small, 260 merino wool base layer. I love selling Icebreaker. This one sold for $48, like kind of shockingly. I think my other one sold for like $30, but that was amazing. It was just like a black long sleeve t-shirt. So be on the lookout for Icebreaker. Next was a J. Crew jacket that also sold very quickly. I don't pick up very much J. Crew. I will if it's like newer styles. I'll pick up the schoolboy blazers. But this was a denim jacket in a size extra large. And it was only like a year old, I think. And it sold pretty quick for $34. Next was the brand Gabriella Harst. These were a pair of shoes that came in a ThredUp box a while ago. They were like a wool gray sneaker. And they sold for $35. I was going to say $8, but that was the size. A pair of Spanx leggings, size large, black velvet, shine, gold metallic, sold for $30. Anthropologie reindeer pullover sweater. This was a brown, I think it was like an alpaca blend sweater with a deer in the front. Super cute, sold for $22. A pair of Naote shoes. This is a kind of like a comfort, maybe kind of outdoorsy brand. They were a leather pair of like Mary Jane style, and they sold for $29. I sold these Abercrombie and Fitch jeans in a size 29. These were the ankle straight ultra high rise, and they also said Curve Love on them on the tag. If you see that, it does seem to make them sell better. These ones sold for $25 very quickly. Next were a pair of Doc Martens sandals. These were in a size 9, and they were the white leather Redfin sandals. I got these from a consignment store. They sold pretty quick for $42. These, however, did not sell quick. They were a pair of Lucky Brand boots. These were like a combat style, black and white, and they sold for $7. I've had these for a long time. I tried to take them into a consignment store, and they didn't accept them, so glad that I sold them. A pair of Boggs kids boots. These were in a size 2, and they sold for $17. Next was a Catherine's shirt in a size 5X. Again, with that whole other pile that I found at the store the other day. It was the Suprema t-shirt, and it sold for $21. Next was a Disney Spirit jersey. Always pick up the Disney Spirit jerseys. Some do better than others. This was just a basic black and red, like Christmas one. It kind of had like a candy cane print in the letters, and that sold for $24. I sold this Bowden jumpsuit. This was in a size 8. It was really cute. It had great comps, and it sold for $39. Next was a Talbot's sweater. This was in a size 2X, and Talbot's does do better for me in the larger sizes. It was a linen blend duster longline cardigan, and that sold for $20. And that is it on Poshmark, so we will move on to eBay. I sold just this morning these pair of Keen's men's shoes. They were in a size 9, I think. the size dot in the inside had rubbed off, so I measured them against some other ones, and I just guessed, but I just put all that information in my description, so hopefully they don't get returned. Next was a Lululemon tank top. This was in a size 10. It was the All Yours tank top. Very loose fit, relaxed style. I sold it on an offer of $20 this morning. I probably could have got more, but I literally don't care because I need to make money. Next was a Joseph Ribkoff shirt in a size 10. I just got this recently. It was very loud, floral, cute. It sold for $27 through the international shipping program. I sold these men's Merrill size 11 brown leather waterproof low top boots for $20. Next is the brand Mousy Vintage. I just picked these up. I made a video about this. I know I showed them in a recent haul. Definitely a bolo. They sold very quickly for $70. So I was really excited that those sold so fast. I sold these Brooks running shoes very quickly. Not all Brooks do good, so make sure you look up the style code and then check for signs of wear, like on the bottom, to make sure they haven't been like used too much where the tread is worn off. These ones were like a black and purple pair, and they sold for $40. This Affliction shirt sold really fast, like I say, Affliction always does. It was a gray long sleeve shirt. It even had a stain in the front, and it still sold within like a day or two for $17. Next were a pair of Pilcrow pants. Pilcrow is an Anthropologie brand. This was a newer tag. These were in a size 32. They were an animal print, kind of like a utility style pant, kind of loose fit, relaxed, and they sold for $35. This Garnet Hill sweater sold very quickly. It wasn't a size small. It was a wool cashmere blend, kind of a turtleneck tunic style, sold for $30. Next were a pair of new with tag Bowden jeans. These were in a size 14. They were a high-rise, wide-leg cropped pair, so great style, on trend, sold for $50. Next were a pair of Beta brand pants. This brand is not doing good for me anymore. Even different sizes, like these were an extra, extra large. They still only sold for $15. I mean, I possibly could have hung on to them and sold them more, but they're not selling as good, at least for me. So let me know down in the comments if you're still selling them or what sells good for you of that brand, but I'm kind of starting to pass on it at the thrift store. Next was a J. Crew dress. This was super exciting. It sold within a day. It was a pink size 10 new with tags dress, very Barbie vibes. And it sold super, super fast for $125, so I was so excited. The buyer asked for the waist measurement, which I don't usually answer, but if it's something that's a really high dollar item, I will take the time to do extra measurements, hoping that it'll make a sale, and this time it actually did. So that was great. It was only $10 at the Goodwill. Next was the brand QI, and I thought it was OI. It was a cashmere sweater that I just had recently, and somebody even told me like to fix it, but it already sold with the wrong brand, and I wrote OI, so oops. Black cashmere turtleneck sold for $30, like in a day. J. Crew shirt in a size women's 14 tall. It was a linen, 100% linen blue shirt. Sorry, I can't talk. Long sleeve button down, sold for $20. Next is a Vera Bradley backpack. I got this at a garage sale this summer close to my house. Floral paisley backpacks are really good to be selling right now with back to school, and that sold for $30. Next was a soft surroundings kimono. I've already sold this once for $60 and it got returned. Sadly, it wasn't a size extra large silk. This time it ended up selling for $50, so that's still great. Next was an Athleta sweatshirt. It was the Cozy Karma style, which is a good popular style, oversized. This one was in a size extra large tall, which is great, and it sold for $38. Next was the brand El Naturalista shoes. These were in a size 40, kind of similar to like a Neo, Clark's maybe. They sold for $18.78. These came in a flip lot. I don't usually pick those up at the thrift store myself. Next were a pair of Keen sneakers. Lace-up style, canvas, brown, low top, sold for $32 pretty quickly. Catherine's cardigan sweater. This wasn't a size 4X. It was kind of a striped sheer style. Long line duster, and that sold for $20. Next was the brand Feathers by Talani kimono. I got this at a consignment store for $5. It sold very quickly for $20. And then I sold these Judy Blue jeans. These were in a size 29. They were distressed boyfriend. I'm still picking up some Judy Blue in larger sizes and certain styles, like not skinny. These ones did sell for $20 pretty quick. Next were a pair of North Face size large Aphrodite 2.0 pants. These were kind of a loose fit pant. I found them at the same time as these Lululemon pants, which I'm going to talk about next. These ones sold for $25, and the Lululemon pants were a pair of Dance Studio joggers, and I accepted an offer of $30. I know I could have got more, but I don't know how many times I will say this, but I will always take a fast flip. I'll take, like, these sold instantly, both of these, like within a day. So $55 or risk of $0 for who knows how long they're going to sit there. Yeah. Kate Spade nightgown. This is in a size small, navy blue modal blend, and it sold for $24.50, international shipping program. Next was another Catherine's top. It was a size 5X. Again, same clothes as I found at that one store. Black and white easy fit tee sold for $25. This Ralph Lauren shirt sold super quickly. It had all of the like equestrian prints on it. These styles of the Ralph Lauren always sell fast for me. This one sold for $20. And that is it for my eBay, and that is it for my sales. So thank you so much for watching. I am filming this Friday morning. We have our boys' first tournament, so if you could be in prayer that we do not have any more injuries. We already had one of our JV2 guys break his wrist, not in volleyball, but we have really low number teams this year, only 7 guys per team. So we have 3 teams, which is great. That means we're growing the program, but that leaves very little room when someone gets sick or injured. So pray that we don't have any injuries. It should be a pretty easy win for my varsity guys. It's not to be cocky, but like it's not very other good teams. Like our JV team will probably be their best competition. So, but I'm excited. We're playing today and tomorrow, so I'll have to like insert a picture in my next video, whatever the results, or if I have any pictures or anything. So, okay, I will see you guys on Sunday for a thrift haul. I did go to a 50% off sale yesterday. It was National Thrift Store Day or something. I didn't even realize it. And I went to a thrift store and it was like mega packed. It was like, oh. But I did get some pretty good stuff, so I'll show you guys that on Sunday. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys again soon. Bye.